All right. Well, did anybody want a reminder of 2017? Because we got one. We got one today. Browns lose 28-3. Dorian Thompson Robinson throws 3 interceptions. Um, that was probably the worst performance I've ever seen from the Browns in probably 4 or 5 years. Probably since the no, I can't even say since the Tennessee game because we actually scored touchdowns during that game. It was a repeat of 2017. I felt like I got transported back from 2023 to 2017, where Deshaun Kaiser was our quarterback. Just some inexcusable decisions by DTR. I honestly, I did say earlier today that I was not going to get mad at DTR. I'm still not going to get mad at DTR. I'm more mad at Kevin Stefanski today because if you are asking me, do I think Kevin Stefanski had a good game plan today with with Dorian Thompson Robinson? The answer I have to give you is no. It was no. I do not think that Kevin Stefanski had a good game plan today. I think today Kevin Stefanski set up DTR to fail. Deshaun Watson has the shoulder contusion, which is basically a shoulder bruise, says he can't play. DTR has to practice with the ones on Friday because Deshaun doesn't practice. He throws 2 throws, leaves trainers. So DTR gets the majority of the snaps. Then today, Deshaun says throughout the entire week he's going to play. Goes out there for warm-ups, decides he can't play. So DTR gets thrust in. Goes pretty well, 3 for 3. Then that's like about the only good thing that happened today for the Cleveland Browns. I am not going to blame the defense for this performance just because the Browns offense was so goddamn horrible that they could not get a first down to save their lives, forcing the defense to have to go out there every single time on short rests to go out there and try to stop Lamar Jackson, who I will say had a really good game today, was just toying with the defense and took advantage of the fact that the Browns defense was not having any rest at all, and was just absolutely tired by the second quarter. Um, Kevin Stefanski's play calling was abysmal today. It was abysmal. If I had to give him a grade, I'd give him an F for this game. I'd give him an F for this game. I'd give him an F for the Monday night game. Just absolutely no reason why DTR had to pass more than 20 times today. That was my game plan. What I said they should do was that they should establish the run early on, throw some halfback screens, keep everything short to intermediate. Instead, Kevin Stefanski had the bright idea to pass more than 20 times, pass more than 25 times. Never established the run. And ultimately, what I said that he should never do was put the game in DTR's hands. So what did Kevin Stefanski decide to do? He put the game in DTR's hands. And DTR was just missing guys left and right. He was absolutely, inaccurate. You could tell he was very nervous. He was rushing a lot of throws, missing a lot of open receivers, missing the easy dump off underneath routes, trying to go for home run balls, and it eventually bit them in the end. And instead of keeping the game low scoring, keeping your defense off the field, keeping them well rested, you instead got a defense that was gassed, a defense that tried to do everything they could. And now, on the bright side of this, the Browns defense held the Ravens to 21 points. They held the defense to 21 points. Your offense gave them 7 points, essentially, in my opinion, on a horrible pick. I say the Browns offense gave them that first touchdown. The defense could only do so much. In my opinion, they only gave up 21 points today. But Stefanski has got to get a lot of the blame today because the play calling was just a joke. It was a joke. I'm going to look up here what Dorian Thompson-Robinson's stats were, and I need to get a feeling for what the Browns did with Dorian Thompson-Robinson. Okay, you want to know what the Browns did with Dorian Thompson-Robinson? I just pulled up the stats. Dorian Thompson-Robinson threw 36 times. 36 times. For 121 yards and 3 interceptions. He was 19 of 36. So I understand later on in the game that you have to pass, right? You have to. But can we just be honest here? Kevin, where were you? What were you thinking? What were you thinking? What were you thinking? The Browns did not need to throw 36 times today. Your rookie quarterback, playing in his first start, threw for 36 times. That's unacceptable. Unacceptable. And we're going to hear the same thing in the press conference today. Well, didn't call a good game. I thought Dorian had some good moments at some times, but other times he's got to make some better reads. But I set him up to fail. I didn't do a good job as a coach, but we win as a team, we lose as a team, and we're just gonna move on, go into the bye week, and work on to San Francisco. That's what you're gonna hear from Kevin Stefanski today, and all the blame should be led on Kevin Stefanski. All the blame for today's loss should be put on Kevin Stefanski today. Pierre Strong with 5 rushing attempts for 49 yards. He had that big run at the end of the game, which meant nothing. Jerome Ford, 9 rushes, 26 yards. So, in the end, we had about, 14 rushes. We ran the ball 14 times. I'm not counting the 5 carries by Pierre Strong, just because those were in garbage time. We ran the ball 14 times. Or actually 15 times, because we tried to do a stupid reverse run with Elijah Moore, which has not worked the entire year. But for some reason, Kevin Stefanski wants to keep trying it. And instead of going forward, it went back for 20 yards. What is the play calling? And then I need to ask something too, okay? Do we not have quarterbacks that can run a QB sneak? Deshaun Watson can't run a QB sneak. DTR can't sneak. We have to have, on a 4th and 1, a option pitch from our tight end that's underneath center to our quarterback, who chucks it downfield so inaccurately that we get a blessing of a PI call. What are we doing? Again, Kevin Stefanski has the problem of overthinking and overcomplicating everything that does not need to be overcomplicated. You have a QB, you are half a yard away. You don't need to do something that's out of the box. Just QB sneak. Sneak it. You don't need to pull this tight end pitch to the quarterback, who then decides to throw a 50-yarder down the field. Not smart. You also don't need to run another reverse with Elijah Moore that has not worked the entire year. You don't need to do that. So, I'm giving Kevin Stefanski the most blame from this loss. I think I can't put anything on DTR except that he's a rookie. He's a 5th round pick. He's a 5th round pick. What did you expect? Like I said going into this game, I'm not expecting anything. I'm not expecting much from DTR. I'm not expecting much. But I thought for sure that Kevin Stefanski and Alex Van Pelt would have a better game plan suited to keep him comfortable. And obviously, DTR was not comfortable today. In fact, he was so nervous he just kept chucking the ball up in the air, which, and hence I referenced Deshaun Kaiser from 2017 because this game wholeheartedly reminded me of 2017 Cleveland Browns. It was a joke today. It was a joke. Kevin Stefanski deserves 100% of the blame for today. The defense did all they could, but if your offense keeps going 3 and out, what do you expect them to do? Lamar Jackson was terrific today. He made some amazing throws. It's ridiculous. It was ridiculous. Stefanski should be ashamed of himself today. And we're going to hear about it for the next 2 weeks. Because now you've got the best team in the NFL coming into town in San Francisco. And if Deshaun Watson, you better be able to throw, because if you can't throw with a bruise on your shoulder, then my God, you're going to get screwed when you're going to get hit by Nick Bosa and that defense of San Francisco. We're going to be screwed if you can't throw with a bruise. Oh boy, but the only good thing is that the rest of the division lost, besides Baltimore. The Bengals got absolutely trounced by the Titans. Bengals, I don't know what's going on with them. The Steelers got absolutely trounced by the Texans. Kenny Pickett gets hurt. So Mitch Kissintitties might be the quarterback for the time being for the Steelers. Right now, it's shaping up to be a divisional race between Baltimore and us. And right now we're losing. Right now we're losing that fight. We're 1-2 in the division. Baltimore's 2-0. So, not a good game at all. Not a good game all around from anybody on this team. Kevin Stefanski should be ashamed of himself. He deserves the blame, not DTR. Because DTR was set up to fail today by Kevin Stefanski. And I already know I got some hate on Twitter for it. But it's the truth. It's the truth. Kevin Stefanski deserves the blame for today's game. The play calling was abysmal. It was abysmal. All right, that's going to be it for this rant. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you guys hit the like button, subscribe if you're new. Like this type of content, if you like my misery, at least make me feel better with some subs and some likes. I appreciate your guys' support for today's stream, for today's pregame stream. I appreciate your guys' support. But yeah, absolutely fucking abysmal by the Cleveland Browns and Kevin Stefanski today. Yeah, abysmal. So I will talk to you guys all in another video later on this week. We'll preview and talk about the rest of the games later on. But thank you guys so much for watching. I will talk to you guys all in another video. Take care.